Hey guys, this video demonstrates how we need to bring up our Segway and how we need to maintain the Segway batteries. So maintaining the Segway is very crucial because we just have 2 batteries. So that is the most important thing. So I'm first going to explain about the sensors that are on the Segway. We have the GPS antenna here. It's a differential GPS. We have 2 antenna which is connected to a GPS receiver. So we have 2 GPS because to increase accuracy. Then we have the IMU here. We have one IMU here and there is one more here for localization purposes. Then we have the LiDAR here, which is a Velodyne LiDAR with 360-degree view. Then we have the stereo vision camera for lane line detection. Then we have the router here. So let me just say about the computers that are in the Segway. We have mainly 2 computers. One is SciBot, which is located just behind the Segway. And we have one more hidden computer here, the SciDev. This is for image processing basically. And the SciBot, which is the one here. So this has all the packages associated with the Segway, like G-mapping, navigation, Segway bring up, then the LiDAR and everything. So the sensors are connected basically to the router, and a connection from the router is given to the computer so that all the sensors are connected to SciBot. And the SciDev, which is image processing, which is a computer used for image processing, this is also connected to the router.
Hi, I'm going to explain about the different batteries that we are used in the Segway robot. So basically, the Segway robot, it is using 2 batteries of 76 volt each, and the location of the battery is somewhere here. You can see this is the Segway battery. So one this side and another the other side. As Karthika mentioned, maintaining the battery is very important because if we lose the power below a threshold, like the threshold is 56 volt, if the battery came below 56 volt, then we need to reset the battery. So please charge the battery when you are not using the Segway. And so these are the 2 batteries for the Segway. And if you come here, you can see another battery. This battery is for powering the 2 computers and all the sensors. Okay, so you can see the battery here. It has been connected to a small power distribution box. Okay, and the power distribution box, if you switch it on by using this small switch here, it is going to power different sensors on the Segway and also the SciBot 1 and the SciDev. And for charging this battery, the computer battery, you can see a charger port here. You can see this is the charger port, and we have the charger for this. So once you're done with using this system, switch it off, power it off from here, and connect this to the charger so that this battery will get charged. And another thing is the remote. So we have the remote control here, and you can see a battery here. So this is also very important. Once you're done with using the remote control, you can remove the battery. You can remove the battery and connect this to this charger. So this is the charger for the remote control battery. Just connect it to the battery and it will get charged. And one more information, this is the old battery that we removed from the Segway. When you check the voltage of this battery, it is almost 15 volt. So we cannot use this one. This one is damaged. So please take care of maintaining the batteries of the Segway.
As Melvin mentioned before, we are going to power on the Segway and the sensors associated with it. So let us first turn on the power distribution here. So there is a switch here, just turn it on like this. Then we are going to connect Cybot 1 to a monitor, a keyboard and a mouse so that we can log in to this computer, to Cybot 1. As I said, this has all the packages associated to bring up the Segway and all the sensors. So there is a small red push button here, so just push it. So to log into this computer, the password is 132. Okay, so now we are already in the home of the desktop of the computer. Now let us see how to bring up the Segway. So if we go to the home folder, there is a workspace here called Segway. Okay, this workspace named Segway, it has all the packages associated to bring up the Segway and the sensors. Okay, so go to the Segway workspace. Inside the SRC, we have all the packages to bring up all the sensors and also bring up the Segway controller. Okay, now there is a package here, Segway V3 Robot. So inside that there is a package Segway Bring Up. Okay, so go to launch file and you see there are a couple of launch files here. Okay, so you need to understand two basic launch files in this case. We have iop.launch, okay, and we have mylaunch.launch. Okay, so let me just open iop.launch. This is a basic launch file needed to bring up the Segway. Okay, so this has the ROS driver to bring up the Segway. Okay, then the Segway sensors, then Segway ADOM. Okay, then we have the Velodyne LiDAR. Okay, and the Teleop to turn on the, to control the Segway with the remote controller. Okay, Segway Teleop. So this is a basic package that we need. Okay, and once you interface all the sensors, you can use the mylaunch.launch package. Okay, so if we look at this package, apart from the things that were in IOP launch, we have a couple of other files also. The GPS, the Novatel GPS file. Okay, then we have the Spatron IMU. Then we have Gmapping navigation. Okay, so it's 2D mapless demo, the Gmapping navigation and everything, and the rest of the things are whatever is there in the IOP.launch. Okay, now let us go back and see how we are going to bring up. So first we need to change the port permission. Okay, for that open a new terminal. Okay, so we need to change the ACM port of the Segway to read, write, execute permission. Okay, so for that type sudo, okay, chmod. I hope you all know this command, 777. It's read, write, execute. Okay, and it's /dev tty acm0. Okay, so this is a command used to change the port permission of the ACM port. Now the password for Segway is 132. 132 is the password. Enter. Okay. Now go to the workspace called Segway. For that, go to change the directory cd to Segway. Okay. Now we are in the Segway workspace. Now we need to source the workspace. Okay, so for that, source /devel setup.bash. We are sourcing the bash file, the basic bash file. Okay. Now let us launch the basic launch file iop.launch. Okay. So you can either do ROS launch package name and then the launch file name, or you can just do ROS launch, drag and drop the package. Okay. I'm just gonna do ROS launch and dragging and dropping the iop.launch. Okay. So now, did you hear the beep sound? So this sound ensures that the Segway bring up is successful. Okay. Once we successfully launch the iop.launch file, okay, now we are going to operate the Segway. We are going to try to move the Segway by using the remote controller. For that, first just press this push button at the right side of the remote controller. So once you push it, you can see that the Segway can be moved with. That's it guys, the basic operation of the Segway.